Life can feel like it's crumbling sometimes, can't it? Maybe you've lost a job, gone through a breakup, faced a health scare, or just felt overwhelmed by the chaos of the world. In those moments, it's easy to feel powerless, like the ground beneath you is slipping away. But what if I told you there's a 2,000-year-old philosophy that can help you stay strong, no matter how hard life hits? Welcome to How to Stay Strong When Life Falls Apart, Stoic Wisdom. I'm Your Name, and today we're diving into the timeless teachings of Stoicism to discover how to face adversity with courage, clarity, and inner peace. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending everything's fine. It's about mastering your mind, focusing on what you can control, and finding strength even in the darkest times. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful Stoic principles backed by quotes from philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, and I'll share practical steps you can apply today. Plus, stick around for a real-life story of someone who used Stoicism to rebuild their life after it fell apart. If you're ready to transform how you handle life's challenges, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. Section 1. Focus on what you can control. Let's start with the cornerstone of Stoicism, focusing on what you can control. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." Think about it. How much energy do we waste stressing over things we can't change? The economy, other people's opinions, the weather, or even a global crisis. These are outside our control. But your thoughts, your actions, your attitude, those are yours to command. When life feels like it's falling apart, it's tempting to spiral into worry. I remember a time when I lost a big project at work. I obsessed over what my boss thought, what my colleagues were saying, and whether I'd recover. It was exhausting. Then I stumbled across Stoicism, and Epictetus's words hit me like a lightning bolt. I couldn't control the outcome of that project, but I could control how I responded. So I focused on improving my skills, networking, and staying positive. That shift changed everything. Here's how you can apply this principle. Identify what's in your control. Grab a piece of paper and draw 2 columns. In one, write down what's bothering you that you can't control, like someone's behavior or a past mistake. In the other, list what you can control, like your effort, your mindset, or your next step. Let go of the uncontrollable. Practice mental detachment. When you catch yourself worrying about something outside your control, say, "This is not mine to carry." It's liberating. Act on what you can. Take one small action within your control today. If you're facing a financial setback, maybe it's creating a budget or reaching out for advice. Small steps build momentum. This principle isn't about ignoring reality. It's about redirecting your energy to where it matters. As Epictetus said, you become what you give your attention to. So, what are you giving your attention to right now? Section 2. Embrace adversity as opportunity. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is Stoicism's secret weapon, seeing obstacles as opportunities. When life falls apart, it's easy to feel like a victim. But Stoics believe every challenge is a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and better. Take Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism. He was a wealthy merchant until a shipwreck destroyed everything he owned. Instead of giving up, Zeno saw it as a chance to pursue philosophy. That loss led him to create a philosophy that's still changing lives today. I once knew someone who faced a devastating divorce. They felt broken, betrayed, and lost, but instead of dwelling on the pain, they used Stoic wisdom to Here's how you can embrace adversity. Reframe the challenge. When something goes wrong, ask, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? Write down one positive thing the situation could teach you. Practice amor fati. This is a Stoic concept, meaning love your fate. Instead of resisting what's happening, embrace it. Say to yourself, this is exactly what I need right now to grow. Take action. Obstacles don't just teach, they demand action. If you're facing a setback, identify one step you can take to move forward, like seeking support or learning a new skill. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The next time life throws a curveball, don't dodge it, catch it, and make it part of your story. Section 3. Practice negative visualization. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, practiced something called premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization. He wrote, "We should project our thoughts ahead of us and imagine every conceivable setback." Sounds grim, right? But here's the genius. By imagining worst-case scenarios, you prepare yourself mentally to face them with calm and courage. This isn't about being pessimistic, it's about building resilience. Imagine you're worried about a big presentation at work. Instead of stressing, picture it going wrong. You stumble over words, the tech fails. Then ask, so what? Will I survive? Can I recover? Spoiler, the answer is always yes. This practice reduces fear and helps you stay grounded when things do go wrong. I tried this when I was facing a tough financial period. I imagined losing my savings, struggling to pay bills. It was scary, but it forced me to plan, cut expenses, build an emergency fund. When a small crisis hit, I was ready, not panicked. Here's how to practice negative visualization. Set aside time. Spend 5 minutes daily imagining a challenge, like a job loss or argument. Picture it vividly but calmly. Ask, so what? For each scenario, ask, what's the worst outcome? Can I handle it? This diffuses fear and builds confidence. Plan your response. Write down 1 or 2 actions you'd take if the scenario happened. This turns fear into a problem-solving exercise. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By facing your fears head-on, you take away their power. Try it and you'll be amazed at how much stronger you feel. Section 4. Cultivate gratitude and perspective. Stoicism teaches us to find joy in what we have, not what we lack. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." When life falls apart, gratitude can feel impossible, but focusing on what's still good shifts your perspective and rebuilds your strength. I once met someone who lost their home in a natural disaster. They were devastated, but they started a gratitude journal, writing 3 things each day they were thankful for: a kind neighbor, a warm meal, the sunrise. Over time, this practice helped them find hope and rebuild. Gratitude isn't about ignoring pain, it's about balancing it with perspective. Here's how to cultivate it. Start a gratitude journal. Each night, write down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. Reframe losses. If you've lost something, focus on what remains. Lost a job? You still have skills, time, and opportunities. Practice. Memento mori. This Stoic practice means remember you will die. It sounds dark, but it reminds you life is precious. Ask, if today were my last day, what would I cherish? Seneca said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Gratitude turns what you have into enough. Try it and watch your perspective shift. Section 5. Act with virtue. Stoicism isn't just about enduring hardship, it's about living with purpose. The Stoics believed virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance is the key to a good life. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." When life falls apart, acting with virtue gives you a sense of purpose and control. Think about a time you helped someone, even when you were struggling. It feels good, right? That's because virtue aligns you with your best self. I once volunteered at a food bank during a tough personal period. Helping others gave me a sense of meaning that carried me through. Here's how to act with virtue. Practice wisdom. Make decisions based on reason, not impulse. Before acting, ask, is this the wise choice? Show courage. Face challenges head-on, even if you're scared. Courage isn't fearlessness, it's acting despite fear. Be just and kind. Treat others fairly, even when you're hurting. Small acts of kindness ripple outward. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." When life feels chaotic, let virtue be your anchor. It's the one thing no one can take from you. Real-life story, rising from the ashes. Let me tell you about Sarah, a woman who faced unimaginable loss. 2 years ago, Sarah lost her job, her marriage ended, and she was diagnosed with a chronic illness, all within months. She felt like giving up. Then she discovered Stoicism through Marcus Aurelius's meditations. Sarah started small. She focused on what she could control, her daily routine, her mindset, her health. She practiced negative visualization, imagining worst-case scenarios to reduce their emotional grip. She journaled about gratitude, finding joy in small moments like a warm cup of coffee or a call with a friend. Most importantly, she acted with virtue, volunteering to help others despite her own pain. Over time, Sarah rebuilt her life. She found a new job, improved her health, and cultivated a sense of inner peace she'd never known. She told me, "Stoicism didn't erase my problems, but it gave me the tools to face them." Sarah's story shows that Stoic wisdom isn't just ancient philosophy, it's a lifeline for modern struggles. Life will always have its storms, but Stoicism gives you the tools to weather them. By focusing on what you can control, embracing adversity, practicing negative visualization, cultivating gratitude, and acting with virtue, you can stay strong when life falls apart. As Seneca said, it does not matter what you bear, but how you bear it. So, here's your challenge. Pick one of these Stoic practices and try it for a week. Maybe start a gratitude journal or practice focusing on what you can control. Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear how it goes. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content like this, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next video. Want to dive deeper into Stoicism? Check out Meditations by Marcus Aurelius or Letters from a Stoic by Seneca. Links in the description. Thanks for watching, and remember, you're stronger than you think. Stay stoic, and I'll see you in the next video.